All right. What's going on, everybody? Welcome in. Happy Sunday. Where will silver and gold move today? Let's see. Let's put a poll up like we always do. We expect to go higher, lower, or are we expecting the sideways movement? Go ahead and put that poll up. Gotta wait for a couple of minutes for everybody to get in here. Sideways but slightly up. Then that would be higher. US cash settle France for their gold because there's no gold in the US. I'm not sure, like, I haven't really read much on that part yet. I have to look into that. I heard about it, but I don't know the full details. I have not looked into it one moment, so been doing other things. Why Rodriguez, how you doing? Welcome in. Welcome to the live stream. It is a cloudy and rainy day here. Love this weather though. Waiting for everyone to kind of trickle in, but weren't we basically holding their gold since World War II? I think that's what I heard about it. Let me look. While you guys are while everyone's coming in here, let's take a look at this. Hang on. Let's see, is it on Kitco? Do they have anything on their end? Don't see anything about that. Hold on, let's see what this is. So this is an article I'm seeing on a couple days ago. It says France had sold its remaining gold holdings that were held in the US Federal Reserve, completing a long-term plan to bring its gold reserves home and update its old stock to meet modern international standards. Wait, I'm confused. So they sold the gold, but then they're saying, well, the gold that we have here in the home front is what we're gonna price it again. So they're just saying this is what it's worth? Is that kind of how I'm reading this? This stuff is usually complicated for me. I usually don't understand this stuff that well, so if anyone can explain it in simple terms. Slightly higher by tomorrow morning, yes, but they don't want it back now. France sold their gold and brought new in Europe instead of shipping it over and waiting for it. I don't know. I don't understand that much about it yet. It makes no sense to me. I'm just a simple stacker. Let's see, where do you guys think we stand right now? Most of you guys are thinking it's lower, and typically every time people vote in one direction, it goes the other way, so most of you guys are somewhat pessimistic about the direction today. While we wait for like the next few minutes, I'm gonna go get something to drink real quick. I'll be right back. Just hang tight. All right. We are back. Did anybody buy any gold or silver this past weekend? If so, let me know. Or did you guys sell? Status report on what, Edna? I want to understand what, what you mean by that. Did I sell to pay down my debt? Well, I actually did. I sold everything. And believe it or not, I actually forgot about a couple ounces, so I do have some. I forgot I had a small little bit of silver hiding somewhere. Totally forgot about it. So I saw something, someone made a comment on the channel. I was like, wait, I have those still. So I went and found them. But I sold everything, and I paid off my debt. I'm completely debt-free as of today. And I'm going to start buying more gold and silver. Literally, probably in 2 weeks. Once all the money comes in. I finally did it. Alright, we got 30 seconds though until silver opens up. Let's see where if it's going to go higher or lower. Most of you guys think it's going to go lower. Alright, we got 3 seconds. Let's see what happens here. It is going... Gold is dropped. Oh, gold went down. Okay. Oh, silver crap. Okay. Wait. Wait. What's happening? What's going on here? Look at that drop, though. 3.2% drop in the first, like, minute to start things off. Guys, this is probably one of the bigger drops we've seen to start off. Damn. 3%. Let's see what happens. I mean, we always know the first 15 minutes are a little ridiculous, so it could shoot all the way back up and then come back down and come back up. So we got to give it some time here to simmer down, but to start off, that 3.5% drop to open things is pretty brutal, not gonna lie. Let's see what gold's doing. Gold's got a pretty big drop. Gold's actually going down. The GSR is going down to 62. When did that go? When did that cause it to go up? I guess they're close enough to parity. Maybe it's just holding still. The dollar is really high. Dollar just skyrocketed. Good lord. Hold on. We went from 98.70 to 99. WTI's up, but crude hasn't caught up yet, I don't think so. Oil is super high. Gold and silver kind of on the downward trend. That's I don't know if this has anything to do with the whole blockade announcement that Trump's talking about. This could be a knee-jerk reaction. But yeah, this is where we stand right now. But, you know, for anybody who was here yesterday, or not yesterday, what am I talking about? Whatever the last stream was, I don't know when that was, but you guys were a part of this. Yeah, I did sell. So, I guess looking at this drop is probably a good move to do. Can I talk about the Trump announcement? Basically, let me find it. He basically said that it sounds like he's gonna. What did he say? What did he say? I think basically he said he was gonna. It sounded like he was gonna close off the Strait, or at least like force the Strait of Hormuz to work in their favor. So instead of Iran controlling it, I think they're just controlling it now. And I think he said on Monday he was gonna do that. Let me see what he said. Give me a minute. I just got home like not even an hour ago, so I have not had a chance to read anything yet. I think Trump's just saying we're gonna take over the Strait at this point. I think he said on Monday he's sending the Navy in there to make sure that the US is going to get its way. But I don't it sounds like it's like another blockade though, but cuz even the Dow futures are showing a huge drop as talks have failed. So I guess that's why oil's going up, metals are going down. More or less, things just aren't getting better, so the metals are going down. Which makes no sense, but that's what they're doing. All I know is that Iran said that's hilarious, we have all the vessels in sight and striking range. I mean, who knows what's gonna happen, but... I guess he's just trying to I guess he's trying to force it open. I would love to see stats on historical Sunday opening minutes, like from news breaking out or just in general. Homestead. Gold's still down. GSR's up to 63.5. In general, gotcha. I mean, maybe we can start keeping our own stats. That'd be kind of cool. Like I don't know what stats you guys want to track, just like by how much it goes down or how much it opens by, like how it looks compared to where it ends for the week and blah blah blah. Like, I don't know. There's so many statistics you could probably throw into it. I just don't know which ones we want to track. Well, you guys got the lower portion, or the lower polls right. It did indeed open down. Seems like we're sitting here. I mean, it usually takes 30 minutes to an hour for it to really stabilize. You're gonna get all these like random little dips and stuff like this until it tends to settle down. Silver, yeah, silver's just getting hit hard. Gold not as much. GSR probably gonna go back up to 64. I mean, it could get worse tomorrow. We could see like a 5 or 6% drop on silver, and then who knows, maybe a 3 or 4% on gold. Well, take this time, take this, you know, I mean, a 3%, it's a good dip. I'm hoping I can buy, well, I will buy, I just don't know. Probably in the next, I need to check my calendar real quick. It might be 2 weeks from now. Depending on where the GSR sits, I might go for some gold. Maybe we pick up some silver. Can you tell us what your buyback was? Obviously, it was satisfactory to you. I mean, it was a little lower than I expected. Because I had such a various different things, it wasn't the same. I think I wish he wrote it down. He did write it down, but I didn't take the paper. But I want to say, like, it was still so I was actually there for almost an hour, because we were talking. There was no one in line. There was no one in the store. It was just me. So, you know, we were talking with the guys and everything, and you know, there's still, at least my LCS is still kind of feeling the pain from the refineries, because the refinery that they go to, they're still not accepting any junk silver, and so or any of the alloyed stuff. So they can't even, they're not even taking that in. They're just keeping the 90% in the back room just until someone wants to buy it, more or less. But they were offering pretty good. They're offering prices at melt for the 90%. Even like the Morgans, I think he said they're like offering it at melt right now. Or it was like $1 over melt or something like that. I'm not 100% sure. But my buyback prices, I think, for all the silver that I sold, I got about 14,000 for it. And What was the buyback price though? I should know this. It was on. He wrote it down. I just didn't keep the paper. I didn't want to look at it. But it wasn't like the best, but it was still enough to make the move happen. I think I was expecting like 15,000, and they gave me 14,000. So, but the 15,000 was like pure spot. So, I knew it was gonna take some. I knew it wasn't gonna be great, but I heard the number and I was like, you know what, that's fine, because I can pay off all the debt with that 100% completely done. And so I took it. What's up, Baby Shark? How you doing? Welcome in. Like the stream, we got 54 people in here and 12 likes right now. And silver is on the move down at 3.25%. Not bad. I wish you could have done a video on that. That would have been so cool. Yeah, I don't want to just like... It's hard because I don't want to feel like I'm being annoying by asking them to do something like that. Because I also want to, you know, also develop a decent relationship with them first before I start asking for things and favors like that. So, but I think we're getting close to that, because I mean, we were sitting there for an hour talking, and you know, they remember me from previous transactions. So I think we're starting to get that like familiarity involved, and now that all the debt's clear and I can start going in more consistently, I think we're gonna just kind of keep developing that relationship a little stronger, so that I hope sometime in the near future I can do like a soft intro, like a soft video or soft intro interview about something. You know, I'd have to ask them if they're cool with it. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm, you know, I gotta respect their wishes. If they say no, that's fine, but I thought it would have been cool. I was thinking about filming it, but I was like, I don't want to just walk in with my camera and just start recording everything. But we were talking about a lot of stuff, and you know, I got to know the guys a little bit better. So, you know, you just got to be. I don't want to just be that guy. You know what I mean? I don't want to be going in and just being like, "Oh hey, let me go and I got this YouTube channel." Like, I don't want to do that. Like, I feel weird. To me, it's weird. Count my silver weight yesterday. Now I'm sad. I thought I had 200, but I only have 168. That's a huge difference, Baby Shark. Would you miss the other? Where did the other 32 go? Opportunity dollar cost at 52. I hope it goes to 52. That'd be great for the buying rate. To buy. They know that you can. They know they can trust you now. You gotta take baby steps, and that's the thing. Like, I'm not trying to rush it, because the more subscribers that I gain, the more, you know, I guess, status that I can anchor to the, you know, to the request. It just helps. But I'm sure, I'm sure soon, because the guy that I was talking to, he wasn't the owner. He was like number 2 in charge. I assume he's number 2 in charge. But the owner, like, he's a cool guy. I talked to him for a little bit, but he's always in the back doing stuff, so. But they were telling us funny stories about like how he, like, previous businesses that he used to work for, and some of the things he's seen. And what coins am I playing with? I got the. It's funny because I went to sell everything, but I forgot about a small little stack of Philharmonics that I had, and I thought I sold everything, but then I saw a comment come in on YouTube, and they were talking about how they sold their Philharmonics. I was like, wait a minute, I never sold my Philharmonics. So I went into the spot that they were in that I forgot about, and sure enough, got our Philharmonics. So I still have some silver. I didn't sell everything. I have some of it. But... I will buy them from you. I don't want to sell anymore. No more selling. Never again. We're not gonna sell unless I have to get, unless I buy a real estate property. But even then, I plan on using other investments to purchase. I like now for sure. Like I'm gonna make a video on this. I have 2 videos lined up. I'm gonna make a video about the story of me selling the stack, and then I'm gonna make another video about reasons to sell and what are, I guess, some justified reasons. And so that's kind of, those are going to be like the next 2 videos coming out. And but I don't want to sell ever again. Like this killed me to bring all that stuff in and sell it. Like all the hard work I put into it is gone, but I know the debt's gone. And it's funny, I was telling the guy, I was like, I'm here to sell my stack, and then we were talking about it, and he was like, I told him, I said, yeah, no, I'm gonna sell it, but you know, I'm selling it now so that I can buy more later. And it makes no sense, but it's the truth, because I needed to sell it, I needed to get the debt cleared, and now I have complete freedom to just freely invest in whatever I want to. I'm not being held back by anything, so here we are. What's up, War? How are you doing? Welcome in. Let me get my smoking jacket and martini. Let me get the nice cigar out. Makes total sense. Buy low, sell high. I mean, I technically did. I didn't sell at the high, but I sold at a higher spot than I was at. But I'll tell you what, like, as painful as it was to sell it, starting over as soon as 2 weeks from when that happened is like, it's not as bad, but being debt free is so relieving. Like, I mean, the only debt I have now is this house, but you know, that's kind of, I guess, an acceptable debt, but I'd like to pay that off. But I'm just gonna reallocate my investment, or all of the extra money now, just into straight investments. So put a monster box on a Visa. I'm not doing that again. No more debt. But it looks like in terms of the timing, it definitely looks like I sold at the right time, because silver just went down 3%. Thanks, Jim. Yeah, I'm very happy about it. It sucks, but it's nice being debt free, and it's nice knowing that in literally 2 weeks from now, I can literally start buying more gold and silver and not having to be, what do you call it? Not having to be restricted by anything. How much under spot? I think... Oh, what was it? I remember him saying something. Certain things were like 90% and certain things were 88%. I can't remember exactly. I think the gold and the silver eagles, it wasn't a great... I mean, I know it wasn't fantastic, and they're still being... Like, I was probing the questions about it because I was curious about their refinery things, and I was like, "Do you guys still like feeling the pinch from all that?" And they said, "Yeah, we're still, you know, all that good stuff." But I don't know. I don't remember. I think it was something like, I remember the word 90% and like 80. I think 88%. but I had a bunch of various different items, so. But anyway, like I said, it's not, I'm sure there's probably better deals elsewhere, if there are any. I don't know. Haven't sold in such a long time, I almost forgot what it was like. But even then, like, even if the offer wasn't the greatest, like, I still have my debt cleared out, so. And that's all that matters to me. This drop puts us about where it was before Trump announced the ceasefire. Oh yeah, that's right, because we were in the low. Yeah, I mean, we've been sitting at the low 70s for a while. We've been sitting at low 70, mid 70s. We have not really gone below into the 60s much. Peace of mind from being debt-free and stress-free is 10 free monster boxes. That's true. But now we start rebuilding the stack. I'm not sure what I want to get when I go in, depending on what the GSR is at and what my, because the only gold I have now is the gold back. Silver's taking another hit here at 4%. See how many we got. 52 people watching and 19 likes. What's up, Edwin? How you doing? A little bit of a slow day today. I don't think anything's going on. I mean, usually we have about like 200 something people in here. I don't know if someone else is streaming or what's going on, if there's something happening that's causing everybody to... We are definitely lower than we normally are, but I don't think, not sure if anybody's live right now, other than, I know Sal's on. It's like International Stacker's on. I mean, it's like the same, it's always... Those two are always on Sundays. But I don't think like there's anything else happening that everyone's like distracted by. It's hard to say though. Debt free's a win, yeah, it's nice. It's nice having only the house. The only thing is, I was debating on how I want to split the excess income. Because I was thinking I could either split it 3 ways. I could pay the house down early, I could invest in stocks, and I can buy precious metals. I could do those 3. Or I could split it 50-50 and just go straight into the investment side of things and not pay off the house. I just don't know which one I want to do. My mortgage rate is really low-ish. So I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. I mean, to reach my goal, I just don't know. I don't know what I want to do yet. It'd be nice to pay down the house, but at 5.25%, I don't know if it's worth doing all that. Did I sell any port silver? I don't think I would sell that to else. No, I didn't sell any of the port silver. I haven't poured any of my own silver. Everything I sold was just stuff I bought from them, so. And some SD bullion stuff, or in Monument. I guess from various places, but Worse is the house. Yeah, I might do the three-way split. Haven't fully decided yet. Because I'm trying to figure out what's going to make it quicker for me to not have to work anymore. That's my biggest concern. Do I do the 50-50 or do I do the 1/3 rule? Let's put up a poll, shall we? Put up a poll. Which format would you prefer? 1/3, where we pay off. Oh, hold on. 1/3 rule. Home, stocks, gold, precious metals. Let's do that. Or we do the 50-50, which is stocks and precious metals. So for this poll, would you guys rather do this? Would you rather split, if you had extra money, would you split it in this way? Would you do the 1/3 rule, where you take a third of the extra money, put it towards the home, the other third towards stocks, and the other third towards precious metals? Or would you do a 50-50 split, not pay the home down early, and just go straight into investments? Which one would you prefer to do if you were given the choice? Because again, for me, my goal is to not have to work anymore, and I want to do that through. When I say not working anymore, I don't want to work for a job. I don't want to work for like a company or a job or be an employee, a 9-to-5 crap. I want to have the real estate and do my own thing. Baby Shark would pay down the house and leave the other half for investments. Pay 50-50 a month extra towards the mortgage. Pay that off early. Your family will thank you. Your goals are achievable. My goal is to get my wife to quit spending. Good luck. Well, I don't have that problem, so I'm good. Please pay off one full thing, so therefore you can use that money to spend on something else. I guess the Masters... Is the Masters going on right now? That might be why. Yeah, well, wouldn't it be close to being over right now? I guess it's still going on. Looks like it's almost done. So that's probably why it's really slow today. Stocks have topped. I would do 0 in the S&P. I mean... I don't know. Because the thing is, guys, I want to own... My goal is to have real estate property that produces cash flow and then keep reinvesting that cash flow to purchase more and more and more and more and more and scale that up to where the point doesn't, or like it almost doesn't even matter and I don't have to work anymore. That's my goal. Because I'm confident because I've been buying stocks for many, many years now. And the way I go about making decisions on what to purchase and when, I have historically done very, very well. And so I trust my process, and I know that the amount that I would earn percentage is going to outperform the house anyway. So it's like I don't know if I want to like put more than I need to. That's why I was always thinking about putting a headaches in real estate. Well, that's why the property managers will deal with that crap. I am not dealing with that stuff. Everyone's goal is not having to work anymore. I mean, I want to work. I just don't want to work a 9 to 5. I don't want to do I want to be able to have the complete freedom of choice to go do whatever I want to go do. In some ways, that's why in some ways I want it'd be nice to have the house paid off because I can just, I still have like 25 years left on that thing technically. But there's still a lot of time. There's more of an incentive, or maybe sometimes there's even less an incentive to play it off early, but I know you can pay it off pretty quickly if you put a lot towards it. I don't know, it's just things I gotta figure out. I've been in debt for so long, I forgot what I need to focus on. Yeah, silver's down for sure. Gold's down for sure too. Platinum's also down. It's kind of doing this little sideways little curl. The dollar's going up, and oil is kind of flatlining. It seems like we're starting to hit that flatline stage now. Because it is 30 minutes past the open, or 35 minutes past the open, so. Days of 5 or 10% in commodities are over. You better have a large percentage in them or inflation will kill you. Gold, silver, platinum, palladium, real estate, etc. is the next bull. Yeah, I mean, I do believe that at some point, I don't know when this will be, but at some point, I do believe the dollar is going to be in a very bad place, and inflation and currency risks are going to be a thing. And so, buying precious metals, buying stocks, and when I say stocks, I mean, you got to remember you can still get other things that are, inflation proof in some ways that go with inflation. And so, it's not just like you're not just buying traditional assets in some ways, but you do have options. But I don't know. Precious metals 10x, they can pay off the mortgage. I mean, that's another thing. I could just go 100% into precious metals. Can you imagine going 100% in precious metals? How many of you would actually do that? Would go 100% into precious metals? You'd never pay off the mortgage at such a low interest rate. What about 5.25%? Everyone's like, no way. I mean, you'd be doing such a big gamble that you better, like, you gotta be right. I mean, if you went 100% in on silver and gold, I mean, like, or at least with gold, I mean, even with silver, you still would have done well. Fanta says would never go 100% into any investments. K Westy would not either. The people that do that will have to sit on their hands, but they will win. About 25% in precious metals. 100% in God's money. Well, wasn't there a thing like, if you look at the price of gold and how many... What was it? There was something I heard once, like the amount of gold. I guess like there's two things. Number one, like in terms of, I guess it's worth. Like gold has outperformed the S&P, right? And if you look at how many ounces it took to buy the Dow Jones, it's getting more and more, I think, or something like that. I forget what it is. There's some weird thing about that. See. I want to see if I can find that. Alright, I'm looking something up right now. I don't know. I can't find it. But either way, like, I mean, if we all assume that the dollar is going to break down and collapse, having anything that would be inflation resistant or proof, I guess, in some ways, or that moves alongside with inflation, that's going to best suit you. It's a shame the government had to put us in such a situation. We shouldn't have to invest in gold and silver to protect our buying power, but here we are. That's Gresham's Law. Fortunately, that's how it works. Good money chases out, or bad money chases out good money, or puts it into hiding, whatever it's called. It's Gresham's Law. Forget what it's... Bad money drives out good. That's what it is. When they took the dollar off the gold standard and got rid of gold and silver as currency, that's what happens. Got 38 people watching. Man, that's a really low number for the stream, usually on Sunday. Usually we have so many more people in here. Too many eggs in one basket, yeah. This is one of those things, like, if you know you're right about... I mean... I don't know, it's such a hard thing to figure out, because... If you believe that the dollar is going to collapse and hyperinflation is going to take over, you know, Weimar Germany type of stuff, owning real assets is going to be the best thing you can do. Owning real estate, owning precious metals, owning, you know, anything that's real and physical, like commodity, like oil, or, you know, businesses that deal with inflation, or, you know, subscription services to things like, I guess, like you said earlier, like Netflix and stuff. Like that's not gonna do well. You're gonna get crushed. Everyone's gonna cancel their Netflix. Like, land's gonna be a thing you're gonna want. I don't know, part of me thinks, like, in the future, like, we're gonna need something that, like, if you have something that's physical, like, if you have land, where you have gold, you have silver, you have real estate, you have, you know, resources, like, you know, whether it's food, or, you know, grain, or oil, or whatever, right? Those things are gonna, you're gonna be, like... You're going to be in the elite at some point. That's just what I think. It's just what I think is where we're heading toward. Because everyone else is going to keep trying to do the things that don't work anymore. In some ways, the 100% in all gold makes sense, but I don't know. It's a very difficult thing to piece together. It follows the money, institutional money, they go digital. So you're all Bitcoin? I'm just kidding. Your stocks are not yours. They are on your broker's books unless you physically have the shares in your hand. The NASDAQ is way overpriced. AI is great, but the valuations are ahead of the reality. If AI wasn't a thing, the growth we would see would be negative. I mean, I do believe that all the stocks that I have on my watch list are... Let me see if I can find it real quick. There's only like a few. There's only one. There's 3 that are within reason, but only one of them is one that I would actually buy right now. And that's based off of it's based off of many factors. But of all the stocks on my watch list, I think I have, how many do I have? I have 50 on my watch list right now. Out of all the 50 that I have, I would only buy one right now. The rest of them, they're not even close to the price that I would want to buy them at. They're just so overvalued. Like, it's not even, they're like, let me see. I mean, we're talking 260%. I wonder what the average is on this difference price. Like, I'm seeing 262% over what I would consider acceptable price levels. 411%, 137, 144, 163, 1100%. Like, there's just so much. 64%, 120%, 400%. Like, it's just so overvalued. Like, maybe if everything crashes, they would make sense, but right now they just don't make sense. So even if I were to put the money in stocks, there was not much I would get. There's not much that I would actually pull the trigger on. But anyways, I think we're gonna call the stream here today. It's just running slow, and I want to get these videos kind of finalized here. So it seems like we hit the stable point now where gold and silver is just not doing anything fun. So I think we're gonna end the stream here. The next video, I'm gonna try to put this video out tomorrow, but I'm gonna go over the selling factors and what made me lead up to that decision and everything, and kind of what my goals are. So be on the lookout for that video if you're interested in it. Otherwise, that's going to do it for the weekend. We opened lower, a lot lower, 3% ish, but otherwise I think that's going to do it for today, guys. Maybe we do an emergency live stream. An emergency live stream at some point in the future. Don't know, depending on what happens, but yeah, that's gonna do it for tonight, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.